It's hard to get these days. Yeah, so I forgot to vote.
Hot commodity. Yeah, these two dickheads here forgot to vote.
Yeah, that's all right. I hope it's not a big fine. You're
To be,
registered to vote though, aren't you?
At $80.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've um, I've never ever felt the effects of a vote either. Like I've never voted, and then like 6 months later, been things have changed. I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
never noticed that.
You're never gonna feel like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Probably if you had more assets and stuff and business owner, you'd feel it.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like you might because your coaching business is all registered, isn't it? Your ABN and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe Liberal's probably better for you because you probably want to be looked after as a business owner.
Oh, well, I'll vote Liberal next time.
Yeah, like less taxes, less taxes on you
I'll,
and stuff.
I'll vote Liberal in 4 years.
Yeah,
Who do you reckon's going to get it now, Liberal or Labor?
it's fucking pretty close at the moment. I think it's only at 1.5% different.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, it's
so
like 48.5. Last time I saw it was 48.5 Liberal, and so it's at 51.5 Labor, so that's pretty close.
Is there any party that like is better with money overseas? That's
um,
all the exchange rate's all I really care.
yeah, I want better US conversion.
Well,
Yeah,
the only way to
vote
get
for
our
them.
dollar
Vote for
stronger
them.
is to run the country, run the economy better.
Yeah,
So don't print money, make it more like make businesses more want to come here.
yeah,
Then the dollar will be more valued. But the
Stop
way if
selling
Labor
all
keeps,
that fucking mining materials.
yeah, if we keep getting like Labor, if Labor keep going in, they'll probably drop our dollar.
yeah, right.
It'll make us weaker, which is good if you
No,
have
I
foreign
shouldn't have voted
investment.
for them.
You go overseas and invest, and then you bring your money back here. It's worth more.
Mm.
So, like if you're in the US a lot, Cam, I don't know what it's like, but if you register your business over there,
No
I don't know
idea.
if you have
At
to be a citizen.
at the moment, the Australian dollar is worth peanuts.
Yeah, shit. I've got all my shares in the US market though.
Yeah, all right, that's
So
fine.
if I sold them all, put my money over now, that'd
You
be
like
worth.
double your money pretty much.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fucking where I'm going. Portugal, I don't know what all their dollars doing at the moment, but either way, I've just got to play ball with whatever it is.
is Portugal euro or is it their own country?
Well, they all run the euro, but then they've all got their own as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
just
same as
like Romania.
Romania. Have
Romania,
like three currencies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we're in Romania, they got the RON and the
yeah, they're right.
euro,
Yeah.
depending, you know.
Yeah,
The Lou, they got
And then
The
Louis.
Lou as well.
Mm.
it sucks. Like you just have to cop it. You
Yeah.
gotta go.
That's it. Yeah, you
Oh,
can't do
Do you
anything about it.
want
It's like
to?
the weather.
they're like,
You
oh,
can
it's low.
go,
You're like, well, I'm flying
Well,
out this date anyway, so I guess I'm getting fuck
yeah.
all.
Do you want to compete or not?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Do
just
you,
forfeit the tickets. Then.
do
Yeah,
you have the travel card?
Yeah, they would.
I use Wise.
yeah. Wise. Yeah, I used that last
Mm.
time.
That's pretty good.
Mm.
That gives you a good conversion rate. And then my accountant, like he just said, just take cash. He goes, as long as your receipts show that you're over there, he's like, we can use it. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
any
that's
cool.
cash
good.
you got, take that. See, I'll only be gone literally 1 week before the first show exactly. So I'll be eating groceries. Then I'll fly out to the next one. And then I've only got 2 nights in Amsterdam before I fly home. So literally all
Mm.
I'm spending is some Ubers and groceries and then 2 nights in
Yeah,
Amsterdam. Like
Yeah.
$1,000 is gonna do me.
yeah. To be fair, I didn't really spend that much like extra money out apart from groceries and
Yeah.
Ubers in America. Like I bought one shirt and I brought like a couple of things for my son to bring home. And that was it.
Spend way too much
Yeah,
money
that's
on
it. I'll get a couple of things for the kids, but
Yeah,
when you're going like country to country or state to state, whatever it is, until the final show's over, you're literally only buying grocery food.
yeah,
And I say
Yeah.
some Ubers, but I've got two accommodations are like one's like 7 minutes walk to the venue, another one's 12, so I could just lime scooter it or something, or just
Yeah.
either way, the Ubers will be cheap if I do it that
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I always book accommodation that's like close to where you're gonna be training. That's probably
Yeah,
the most amount of Ubers you're gonna be using. And then
Yeah.
yeah, and then like relatively close to the venue as well.
yeah. Well, I didn't even look up where you'd be training. I should do that, eh?
Mm.
I've still got 57 euro in euros.
Fuck, trade that in.
Yeah. But then set up like this, you can just transfer all the currencies to where you want.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So right now, if I could put like, yeah, so I remember when I'd be like, yeah, if the conversion rate was good, like one day I'd be like, all right, I'll pull 1,000 US, over to US dollars or whatever.
Well, it's handy too, because if you've got to transition, if you've got to transfer somewhere, and you need to buy something in that country, you can't just, you've got to transfer money into, let's say, Turkish money to buy 2 drinks in Turkey,
Yeah, and then buy it.
then, move on.
Wise is fine. You just swipe it and it changes it to whatever currency gives you the best rate.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. If you want, you could just put 500 across into your whatever Euro wallet or whatever. But say you forget to do that and you just tap the card in whatever country, it just pays in. It does it changes it to
you
whatever.
do that, and then you get that international transaction fee.
Yeah.
Come up.
Yeah, my regular.
Not with that card.
Oh, if I just tap and pay normally, it'll come out of like my normal account, and then it'll say like whatever, depending on the price of it, the percentage will be like whatever transaction fee.
If I use my ING card or St. George or the business card, absolutely, yeah, and it's fucked. And say you're getting 60 cents for the dollar, they'll only give you like 50.
Yeah.
So you lose the rate and you get the conversion fee. It's fucking useless. That's why I like Wise, man. Like I think in America it was like 58 cents on the internet. When I converted it here in Australia to cash, I think I was getting like 55, so pretty good. If I used my ING account, I think it was only like 52 or 53, but Wise was giving me 57, only 1 cent off of what you could find on the internet. So yeah, that was the best rate. How do you find out where you're training overseas?
I just knew I wanted to train at MI40
Oh, okay.
and Destination Dallas, so I just made sure we stayed close to them.
Yeah, like in places like that I might know, but here I don't know.
Europe was way harder. When we got to Romania, we just looked up the gym that was sponsoring the event, the show.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even that's not where everyone went though. Nobody even went there.
Nobody went there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'll have to find out where to go in Atlanta. So I don't know any places there.
Yeah. I'm
HQ.
wondering if it's contest website. Let's have a look at that.
Yeah, I normally just when I look up Airbnbs, I just like search or I look up the venue, then I look up gyms. Yeah, in Europe, like somewhere I don't know, I'll just look up gyms in the area on Google Maps.
Yeah.
And I'll have a look at the images and I'll look which one looks the most hardcore.
Well, that's the best. I should actually just email the promoter and say, hey, where are people training when they do your show?
Yeah.
That might be the best. And they might say this one or this 2 gyms are free if you're doing the show or something.
Yeah, they're really good over there.
Yeah.
Like, when I went to America, they were really good, but they didn't pay to go train at any gyms.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Sponsor the Tampa show?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Then they're not on any of the banners or anything.
No.
Because like in Romania, they actually had the gym on the banners. Like they're part of it that in the show.
Maybe the gym owner was the sponsor of the show or the sponsor owner owned the gym.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of nowhere. As well. Nowhere near residential. It was like it wasn't as like fucking just down
It was
this.
a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the longest, probably one of the longest drives.
Yeah, but there was no houses near it.
Oh no, it was all
Like
industrial.
Yeah, industrial area.
Yeah. The one that we were allowed to use for free in Cluj in Romania was fucking sick, man.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite gym I've ever been in.
Did you go to were you in Bucharest?
Only to transfer to Cluj. Like Cluj was like another hour flight or something like that from Bucharest.
Okay. Yeah. We haven't done that.
Real small city, but it was cool because it's like really condensed European style city. It felt like you could walk everywhere. And this gym was in the middle of it. And we're looking around, there's no jacked people in the whole fucking city. Like everyone just stood out like a sore thumb that was there for the comp. And we walk in this gym and it's like, what the fuck? This is the fucking best gym I've ever been in. Like, what'd you build this for? No one here trains. Like, it was crazy. It was so good. But yeah, it was nice knowing that gym let us train for free. So I might just email the promoters of the 2 shows and ask them.
Yeah, when we went to Canada, Pure Muscle, that was $250 Canadian for 2 weeks.
Just to train there.
Pros got
in for free.
No, pros got in for half price.
No, pros got in for free. You got in for half price as your competitor.
Oh, that's right.
Competitors, even amateurs, getting half price, but because I was just there, $250 for the 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is like $300 Australian.
You got what's its face? Bonusa's like that. It's fucking like
Yeah, is it
100.
like $50 for a casual or something, or 100 for a casual?
I think I paid like by the time I went to Aussie, it was around the 80 mark, I think.
Oh,
Uh,
Beano's.
if you got a week, it worked out. Oh, probably numbers like you're saying, probably around about that
Yeah.
130 or 100, 150 or something like that for a week. And then if you were there for a week properly, I was after competing, so I just went once to have a look at it.
Mhm.
But did I
Yeah.
go? I can't remember, but I just had a look at a couple of gyms once. But if you were there, you would do it, I
You gotta
guess.
go while you're there once.
Check it out, don't you? Like, don't go all that
Oh,
way.
it's sick.
Yeah, you gotta check it out.
Japan gyms are expensive for what's in there. They're like fucking as small as an Anytime Fitness gym, and they're like at least 40 a session.
Oh, hey, the Bono's like the clothing. There's like a full clothing and supplement shop and everything in there, and I found like this like silky blue shirt that was pretty baggy, and I had like the matching silky blue like tracksuit pants. I was like, oh yeah, that's fucking sick. Um, oh, have you got this size? Have you got this size? They're pulling them down, and they're like, oh, just a shirt and a pants. I said, oh, the shirt and pants would look pretty fucking 1980s gangster
Yeah.
style. That'd be cool. I'll grab that. They pulled down the shirt, and when I converted it, it was $180 Australian for a shirt. And I just went like, I don't know if this will fit. You might have to put it back. Just
Yeah, then you're in the.
I was like, fuck, no, I'm not fucking paying that. I just wanted something for memorabilia of the gym. And then
Yeah.
they sold
Yeah.
gym towels for $15, same as here. I'm like, oh, I'll go and buy this gym towel then.
Yeah.
It's good.
When you competed, when you're in Dubai, did you get any like show bag, like a gift
Thanks,
bag?
I
Pat.
didn't compete in Dubai.
Oh,
I
Where'd you
competed
get
in
Dubai from?
Romania.
was that?
Where'd you get Dubai from?
Oh, I was talking about Dubai. That was my stopover, and that was my stopover on the way home from that trip.
Oh, on the way home.
Yeah.
I just extended the stopover for like 4 nights and
Oh yeah,
stayed there. Yeah,
When when I did Tampa in Texas, you get like a competitor bag.
yeah.
Mm.
Yours would be good because
Yeah.
of Peru.
Mm.
Yeah, like she got the
Same as
full. She got the
Romania.
Nebbia hoodie. With,
Yeah, that's dope.
the swing the
Yeah.
strength hoodie, full zip up
Yeah.
hoodie with the red
Mm.
inside. It's cool. That's
Sick.
it. They get way better packs.
I don't know if I got anything for the Olympia. I don't remember now.
Oh, for amateur Olympia, surely you would have.
I just don't. I honestly don't remember.
Sure, there's a towel. You normally get like a
T-shirt?
what do you call it, tote bag?
Actually, I do have a towel, so I must have got something then.
No, normally give it to you at Rego.
Yeah, no, I know how it all fucking works. I don't remember it.
He's just having a
But I
break.
do have an Olympia towel, so I must have got something. I must have got some sort of bag. It can't be too memorable.
I can't even remember the last time I competed.
Yeah.
It's all the days.
Yeah.
It's all the days. It's all.
We'll see how
How's
these
your-
ones go.
How's your prep going, Sam?
Yeah, good. Thank you. We're caught back up on the conditioning. So once like I said, I was finding it hard to get going just mentally. And so when we did the skin folds, we were 14 weeks out. And for the Olympia, I was the same skin folds at 12 weeks out. So I was 2 weeks behind. So I just said, look, fuck, if we go hard, we'll meet the 10-week out conditioning there.
Yep.
And yeah, we did. We were slightly in front of it, so it's good. But I don't mind the food. I don't mind where it's at right now. So I'm just gonna drag it on a little bit longer, and yeah, just start eking in little bits of carbs to sort of keep the fullness and slow down the process. But still 92.4 or something this morning. So the last 6 weeks, I've only lost like 800 grams or something like that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So it seems to be going well. It seems to be, I think I'm going to be about the same weight as the Olympia. But I don't know. Like I feel like it looks a little bit bigger. So yeah, like if that happens, that'd be good. You know. But it's tracking at the moment to be roughly the same weight.
Yeah, cool. What was it? Like 89, 90?
89.9.
Yeah, cool.
Fatigue's feeling all right. You're in a good spot.
Yeah, everything's good. Like no energy shit yet. We're 9 weeks out though, so we'll see how we go. So it seems to be that magic 7 week out mark. You have one shit day, you're like, oh, that was a bit rough.
Yeah.
And then after about 6 weeks out, that just sort of continues. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully
A shit day could turn into a shit week.
Yeah, that's when you know. But honestly, too, this is like 17th and 18th show. Like the Olympia prep, even when you're tired, you're nothing like it used to be. I think you're so ready for it. Like it's just part of the deal now. Like you learn to preserve areas and energy in other areas of life, and yeah. And I'm not PTing, so maybe that sort of I don't have to be on my feet for X amount of
Yeah.
hours a day. So.
How do you find managing your day, like getting steps and stuff in?
Oh, simple. Like it's
Yeah.
because I got the kids full time, everything's scheduled. So up at 4:30, and then I'll go for the morning walk, come back, my brekkie, kids to school, and then train. So as I drop them at school, I train then. And depending on workload, then I'll work until I pick them up from school and walk in the afternoon, or
Yeah.
I'll finish training and then walk straight away, come home, eat a meal, then go pick them up from school. So by the time I've got them from school, all my training and steps and that are done for the day or super close to.
Yeah, that's good.
And then like the Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my check-in days, so it's a little bit different. I don't walk in the mornings, so I sort of just allow a little bit less step count on those 2 days of the week and make up for it. So yeah, no, having the kids is good. It's made everything you have to run it to this routine or you won't get it done. And if it's not like you're rushed, like it's not like I'm struggling to fit it in, but it just makes you keep things in an order and within a window. Like, you've got a 2 hour window to get this hour and a half's worth of shit done. So
Yeah.
it just stops you dragging on when you get somewhere. You sit in the car for 10 minutes on your phone or something before you get out of the car.
How quick does those school hours go, man?
Dude, it's
You
nuts.
get nothing. You get nothing done at all.
Dude, yeah, I train and then eat and that, and I'm like, fuck, I've got to pick them up in 2 hours. If I start doing something, I won't be
Yeah.
able to fuck. So
Yeah.
that's why I've developed this little schedule and it's working really well.
Mm.
Yeah, you can match your prep.
It's just gonna ask.
Yeah, good. I was like 96.8 this morning. Lowest it was last week was like 96.3.
Yeah.
So we had a few refeeds over the weekend, like four high days. Now we're just running like another 8 low days and just see how we look the next check-in. But
What's
yeah,
the-
it's coming down. It's coming down good.
Low and high.
Yeah.
So 36.50 high and 27.30 low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you does the protein and fat remain constant? It's just carbs, or do you sort of
No, fat stays the same, 50 grams.
yeah.
And then protein goes down to from 270 to 250 for high days. And carbs go from 300 on low day to 550 on a high day.
Yeah, I like that. I like to lower my protein by about 30 and
Yeah.
just get a bit of extra carb in.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's been
I
good.
like that.
Like, I'd love to eat that amount of food again. I hit 127 flat. I pulled the GH and drugs, and I dropped down to 122.
Yeah, really. Off of 5 IU.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
wow.
That was quick.
Yeah, and there's the day there I didn't get my meals in. That didn't help. The eating came back because obviously less inflammation from the drugs.
Yeah.
Now I'm back eating how I was. I hit 123 today.
Yeah.
Like I don't even care what it is anymore. I just eat it. Just get the
I'm like, do you want me to heat this up? Do you want this? Do you want that? And he goes, no, just give it to me. I just want to eat it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Well, how much are you on?
like 6,500.
Yeah, fuck that.
yeah.
That's a lot, dude.
Dude,
That's
be coming out my
before-
ass the same time I was
Before
eating
bed,
it.
I'm having like my last meal of the day is like a protein shake, and then I have 200 grams of fruit, frozen fruit.
But it's not a protein shake, so it's not actually. He
I
makes
do
it
it
into
as
a
sludge,
sludge because it's too much
it's less
water
water.
otherwise.
And then I'll have the fruit, I'll have a date, some almond butter, some dark chocolate, and then I have 6 pieces absolutely slathered in butter and fruit loaf.
They have my whole day's fats in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all fat.
I would like that
Your
meal.
whole week of fats is in one go.
But my meal one is 4 whole eggs with 120 beef, 100 blueberries, 200 grams of granola. I don't care what brand, what fat's in it. It's 200 grams of granola with 50 grams of honey.
That's fucking wild, dude.
Yeah, and a cup of milk. And and then like basically my lunch meal is the same. It's 5 pieces of fruit loaf with butter, and then chicken and then I've got pre-workouts like rice cakes with fig jam, muesli bar, fruit bar, banana, protein shake again. Then post-workouts, chicken, and normally I have like 200 grams of cereal, 50 grams of honey, and
What's your fat set for the
Wow.
whole day then? Do you know? Like,
it's
obviously, you don't weigh all the butter and
Way
shit,
out.
They'd
It's
be
way
well
out.
over 100.
it's a what is it?
because you're eyeballing that fucking butter, bro.
Yeah, it's like
Yes,
probably like
he is.
it'd be like 120. It'd be like
Yes, he is.
I've got like 100 tracked, but I use way more butter.
Nah, it's 165.
It'd probably be like probably like 126, 130.
Yeah.
Well, given your weight, that's not too bad.
It's not that.
It's basically
Yeah,
just
exactly.
body
Because
weight.
you're like, it's only one.
Protein's 380.
Yeah.
Because a lot of carbs, and then carbs about 1,000.
Do you actually track that butter you put on the toast?
I've just got like 3 servings of butter in
Yeah, exactly.
We go through like a tub of butter in like 4 days.
No, you go through that butter.
I go through butter.
I love butter.
And I get the good shit as well, like Western Star or Le Pac.
Oh, yeah. Well, Western Star's not that
Le Pac.
great, but Le Pac's.
Yeah, Lepak, the Danish ones,
Yeah,
fuck,
that's good.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
good shit.
Because it just, no, toast. And if I have to go to jury duty, I have to take my lunch. I normally toast it in the morning and then put it in their toaster. Because if I had it as bread, it just sits in my stomach more. Whereas a toast is easy to digest.
Dude,
Yeah.
soon, first thing I'm going to eat walking off stage in Europe is I'm going somewhere to buy bread and butter.
Yeah.
Europeans do bread like motherfuckers, man. I'll just sit there and I'll just be like you. I'll be like,
Yeah.
"Yes, man."
It's so
I'm like,
good.
oh, that's 2 servings.
Yeah. It's fucking good, but I'm not putting on any weight. I'm struggling. I'm eating all this. I'm doing nothing. And then like on the weekend, I have Macca's at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just drop.
Do you feel a bit more inflamed eating that way?
No,
Or you feel fine?
I feel it goes down better than the chicken because I actually want to eat it.
Yeah,
I've got saliva for it. Whereas the chicken, I'm looking at it going, ugh, and I just quickly try to chew it down while I'm watching YouTube videos. Where when I want to eat the Macca's, I'm like, oh my god! I mean, it digests better.
That's the key thing, man, with off season is making it so you want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Digestion starts. It starts when you're salivating. That's when digestion starts.
I never got to that point at all in the off season. I was just fine eating.
Yeah,
the
but
whole
you
time.
stay leaner though. You build
Yeah.
your calories. If I build my calories up slower and stay leaner,
Yeah.
I have the problem.
Which I was just about to bring that up, dude. I was fucking starving for like 8 weeks after the show. I was dying still, but like, but it paid off in the off season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she's still fucking lean.
Mm.
I was looking at her today training. I'm like, fuck, she's lean. I keep tricking her. I'm like, because she's been back on the maintenance now and he's lowered her food. I said, you're in prep. She's like, I'm not fucking in prep. I said, he secretly got you in prep.
Nah.
There's more butter for you.
Nah, no butter for me.
Yeah. No,
I'll probably go 1 more week and then I'll drop the food a bit.
Yep.
I want to try at least maintain. I don't really want to drop too much weight though. I
I was gonna say, do you get aggressive or you don't get aggressive
with the carb?
Yeah.
I'll just want to just probably drop it back till I find my appetite.
Yeah. Okay.
Just probably drop 200 carbs.
How long you been on this push?
It's only been like 8 weeks.
So, like you said, another 4 weeks.
Yeah, but I've pulled the drugs now. I've pulled the drugs. So
enough.
this week I've stopped GH probably for like 10 days now. But this is my first week on TRT.
Yeah.
But I haven't pinned since Monday.
Yeah.
I just couldn't be pinning. I'm like, fuck this. I'm just gonna let the half slice drop a bit, and then I'll pin my first pin Monday.
Yeah.
It's at least a week no pinning.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Like in America, like I didn't take any shots with me at all. I'm like, well, I get there on Saturday. I compete on Wednesday. So I just did my last shot the morning and then flew out. And then I'm like, I'm
it's
competing
not necessary. Yeah.
And then I was gone for a week and a half or whatever. So I just pinned again when I got home. Just didn't have one, whatever that 1 week and a half, 2 weeks was, you know.
You wouldn't even feel it.
Nothing at all.
You probably start feeling better towards the end of the 2 weeks.
Yeah, honestly, man. Get some food in you and shit. That stuff lasts fucking ages.
I felt good dropping the GH, holding all that water. I just felt I could move better. And I felt energy come back.
Yeah.
Pushing it, to hit that 127. Like it's getting hard now. I can see why it's so hard to get. Like my body obviously is at that stage now. It's like it's not going to put it on easy.
Yeah.
No,
So,
your body's fighting like
It's
mine
fucking-
was.
Yeah, it's at its biggest. It doesn't want to be a new biggest.
Because I've
Yeah.
never been, for people that have like Halusi or whatever, he's bigger. He's been like heavy in the past, so his body's been those weights. But my joints are all like, man, your whole life you were like 70 kilos.
Yeah.
Now my knees like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Well, like, what was your heaviest weight last off season?
I hit 125.4 or something.
Yeah, it's like let's say you get to 125.
But I
now.
wasn't there long. I literally peaked
Yeah.
and dropped down
Yeah.
straight into prep.
And
Like you'll probably be able to hold. Yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
like
You'll hold a lot higher body weight than you did last off season easier.
Oh yeah. Like now sitting around 122 and a half is easy.
I
Yeah,
bet you
yeah.
this 125 looked better than that 125.
Oh,
literally, that's
Yeah.
what I was
So
just
it's
about to say. He was
Yeah.
so
I was
fluffy.
a muffin.
He was
Look,
so
you might hit 4 off seasons in a row where you never go over 127,
Yeah.
but
Right.
your stage weight keeps going up by 2 or 3 kilos every time, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've still got like the lines in my leg. You still see my abs. Like I'm not. Just a lot on my bum and hips. That's all.
Yeah, the ass. My
Yeah,
ass is
right.
coming in quicker than usual.
Yours is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My ass is fucking
Every prep.
Mhm.
Every
Oh,
prep you always have like your body gets leaner differently.
yeah, this
Yeah.
one, everything seems to be tracking about the same, but like in the morning now, it's got to be in the morning and with your own eyes. Like it's not good enough to see on a camera yet, but
Yeah.
like the glute ripples up
Yeah.
when in like a standing side relaxed. So I'm like, oh shit, that's normally around about that 7 week mark. Like it'd be sort of that starts, and so that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Like if that comes in a bit easier, you know. Obviously,
Mm.
that's my
Good
stuff.
choice, Did you see the last podcast of Phil and Stefano? They were just giving Andrew Jack shit.
I don't think I-
Yeah. What was it? James was fucking ripping
Yeah.
him.
He's like, I'm
But James-
sorry, but there's a condition.
James is.
Then.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too.
Yeah.
I agree.
But James has never been fired up, and he was getting fired up.
Yeah,
I think too many people.
I think 'cause he really backs Sass, so they're good friends, and
Yeah, but
he
Sass
was-
comes in peeled, you know, he's earning respect. Like it's like these other guys stop when the front's ready. It's like, no, you've got to keep going till all of it's ready, you know, like yeah, look, what do you
Yeah,
do? I mean,
it's
he's
like how
obviously-
much.
Why
Like
is
how
it
much
that the
mo-
front gets leaner before the back?
But
Like,
that's not for everyone.
I think it is.
I don't know. There's
I
something.
think the majority would happen with.
Yeah, I think the majority. I think what John was saying once was that
Maybe
the
it's just
majority-
because, like, I don't know, by human standards, we're always sitting and all that, so the cushion's always on the backside. And also, if we get attacked from the back, we've got more cushion there. So I hit it.
Mine's an
You
airbag.
get
biology,
attacked
you
from
know.
the back.
It's my rear bumper.
almost had me.
Well, biology,
Really
if
cool.
you're out there hunting and something hits you from behind, you want more padding on the back. I just think like I've always said
It's biology. It's biology.
Yeah, it's biology.
it's science, man.
Don't question
Everybody
it.
knows that.
Don't question it.
Everybody knows bears go straight for the ass.
Yeah, that's right. They're going to come up behind you and grab you.
Right. No, I haven't seen that. I'll have to watch that one.
Well, put it this way: what makes women more attractive? Do you want them to have a front bum, or do you want them to have a nice bum at the back?
Where did that front bump even come from?
Yeah, they can't have the fucking
You don't want a
mound.
woman with a front bum.
Can't have the mound. This
Yeah,
is
you
not
want them
good.
with a fat on the back.
Yeah, that's true.
It's an attractive.
That's science.
That's
Right
science.
there. Yeah, fucking A.
Well, you don't think that's attractive, that little pouch in the front.
No, not
Mound.
Yeah, the man.
the mound.
Is it supposed? No, it's not supposed.
If it
to be.
goes minge to belly button as a smooth
Yeah, like a little
not
curve.
down. I don't
No,
like
it's
it.
not attractive.
No, it's not.
You're nice and flat.
I know, but I don't know what I was listening to when some guy was saying, I love it. I love the little pouch.
You know what I love since high school? The back dimples on the above the bum.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
Back when girls used to wear low rider jeans.
Mm.
oh, then Fergie took it too far.
Yeah,
Slotted them right up.
yeah. You see the back dimples.
But the
That,
fucking D-bangers pulled up the sides.
yeah.
Fuck them for everyone.
Oh,
Yeah, well, we're men.
You're the
We're
same.
men, all right? We fucking. I'll tell you what. One thing about what was good in the off season, it must have been good amount of food, a good amount of compounds. But like my sex drive was the highest it's ever been. Like everything turned me on.
In off season,
Yeah, it was out of control. It's been the worst it's ever been. I just could not stop.
you had so much fat, it was going to your fat.
Yeah,
So-
I was just like,
Do you have you had EQ in?
yeah, I took EQ. I had like 80% EQ, just ran a little bit of mask because obviously I didn't know fuck all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've noticed this prep. The same thing happened. Like libido was just like I just wasn't thinking of it at all. And you go like, oh, right, you're busy and you're not really hanging around females or doing anything. So like maybe that's why. But then with the primo getting more scarce, I just switched. I'm doing half primo, half mask. And mask doesn't do very good for my estrogen. Like it doesn't do anything to lower my estrogen.
Yeah.
But so I'm getting bloods pulled tomorrow to see. But lowering the primo, I think's allowed the estrogen to come up a little bit, and I'm fucking rubbing one out every day again.
Yeah.
Shit.
I think that's when you're the more healthy. That's when your body. That's how to know your body's healthy. Like if your sex drive's high, that's what you want.
So yeah, the last like week it's just been fucking all right.
Yeah, it's hard being married when you got a high sex drive.
Yeah, you can't jack off with the boss.
You do it anyway, regardless if we're.
No, I mean
You look in the gym. He comes home. He's like, "Oh, there was a few honeys at the gym today."
I call it eye candy.
Whatever. You would say, I'm a bird.
Look, I'm a man, all right. I'm a pervert. I'll admit it.
That's what it's for. Yeah, it's like don't say I'm a man. Just look, I'm a pervert. Sorry.
Here's like all the girls walking around the gym in little shorts and bras.
Yeah.
Me wearing just pants and the biggest fucker baggy top to cover myself up because I've got body image issues.
I keep coming past and tucking her t-shirt into her leggings to show her bum off.
No.
Look, here's the thing, though. When they run around with the matching crop and booty shorts and that, yeah, all right, it's hot. They got a good body in that. But when that same girl throws a baggy shirt on over the top and that, I don't know. So I like that.
You can't do it. If you're skinny, though, you can't do it. If you have muscle, yes. But
But that's what I mean. The body you already like. So those same girls that look good in that, if they just had a baggy shirt on and fucking like a cap or just a messy bun or some shit,
yeah.
I don't know, there's something about it. It's fucking,
messy buns are good.
Yeah, it gets me going.
Yeah. I prefer that rather than a chick with her tits hanging out everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, here's my massive tits. It's like, dude, you got a top that would fit my daughter. Why the fuck? Like that, it's just too obvious. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
I like double ponytails.
Oh,
Yeah. or when they have, like just real nice hair, like it's done like not frizzy at all, it's just like looks nice and sleek and smooth, like all clean and neat. I like that as well.
It looks good. I don't know. I'm with Cam as well. The messy bun, man. Just throw it up there. Look a bit daggy. And just I like it.
Yeah.
And same thing. You drive down the road and there's some bird with a baggy shirt, trackies on, the messy bun, walking the dog. You drive past. Whoa. Everything looks wrong, but it's just you can tell. You're like, oh, she's.
when you're a guy, it's almost like your senses are there. It's like you just know. You turn your head and there's a girl there. It's like, how'd you know?
Body senses tingle.
Yeah.
Well, that's just human nature, isn't it?
That's fucking you. I don't understand like girlfriends that are like get heaps angry at their guys for looking. Like, what do you expect them to do? It's literally.
Well, you're looking at guys. Like,
I always ask her. I'm like, well, who do you think who's
for a
the
reason.
guy here?
I don't understand how girls get offended when their partners look at other girls.
Well, it's a difference.
Looking.
Like looking is just looking. Like they're not out there trying to DM them and carry. It's a bit different.
Yeah, it's not like your partner's the only attractive person in the world. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Like how absurd, like to think that you're the only one that they're allowed to find attractive.
Yeah, no, that's just stupid.
Yeah,
same as when
like
guys
crazy.
get fired up. You know, like, what are you fucking looking at my missus for? I'm like, just fucking relax. She's hot. Chill out.
Yeah.
Like, what's the problem, mate? I'm just thinking you lucky cunt. You know,
So what did you say to me before we left for the gym today?
Oh yeah, there's a girl like leaning over the counter. I'm like, oh, check that out.
No, before. Because I always walk around with like tights and a bra on, and then I put a big baggy t-shirt over the top. And he always, don't wear that t-shirt in the gym. And I always wear
Or about the other girl that wore.
it. No, it's gone now.
What did I say?
It's gone.
Oh,
You ruined it, bro.
oh.
Never mind.
I say a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah, you do.
Did you guys watch the show on the weekend? Because me and Sam were
No,
there.
yeah,
course.
we'll bring it up.
Yeah, we watched. Of course we did.
Yeah, definitely watch
Tell
it.
you what, they're the. I think your winners were as good as what we've seen winners in the past, but they were the deepest lineups I've ever seen.
The
Yeah, the
deepest.
lineups were crazy.
Yeah, the lighting was really good.
Oh, that whole venue, like that live.
Yeah,
I didn't even see the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, the production was really good.
Yeah, but the live stream was
Excellent.
great.
Yeah.
Like a nice area. All the hair and makeup was up on like a balcony looking over the stage and shit. Like,
Yeah.
the big foyer area was huge. Heaps of room for seating.
That's
Like,
good.
like this
Yeah.
was sort of like one of your first ones where some lineups like the men's heavyweight, the men's super heavyweight, a lot of your girls divisions like the wellness and bikini and that, like fifth and sixth place were in
Yeah.
like in the condition that second and thirds are in other seasons, you know? It was
the level is definitely getting more going
the
up.
level was really good. Really, I was really impressed. Like more and more people are taking the conditioning serious.
That was the classic battle as well.
It was good.
Yeah, with Matt and
Yeah.
Matt and Kyle.
Kyle, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. That was really cool.
Bro. Kyle was
Matt-
a bit cleaner. Dom's X-frame's a bit nicer.
Matt's doing shows overseas now, isn't he?
Yeah. He was like condition wise, he was like the standout of the day for me.
Yeah,
He was
Who's that, Kyle?
yeah.
No, Matt.
Oh, Matt.
Matt was peeled, bursting full, veins everywhere, skin texture, like it was wild. It's probably the craziest condition I've ever seen in person.
So why do you think Kyle won then? Just the shape and the structure?
I think just structure. Yeah.
It was close, man.
Mm.
It was very fucking close.
Yeah, because his conditioning was still.
I mean, and look, what you remember when they filmed this and put it up and that, it smooths out conditioning a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
This is definitely not telling the story that was on
Yeah.
stage.
Oh yeah, I don't.
No. That's just from the boys.
I don't go by the
video.
pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just a sort of anyone who watches this, they're like, oh, it's not as impressive what they're saying. It's like, look, trust me, these videos clean up our physiques a lot.
Yeah.
You've got to be peeled to even
Oh,
look
yeah, I remember that guy.
decent.
That he was really smiling.
Yeah.
So they're both Dean's clients, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Matt didn't even get a look in at the Queensland show. I think he got like fourth, and then he comes and wins the his class
Yeah.
at the nationals, which is
They
awesome.
try a different peak.
No, he peaked pretty much the same. It was just he changed up his posing.
Okay.
So I think he was posing too much like a bodybuilder. But yeah. So yeah, he just switched up his posing a bit.
And this is the thing, too many people like pull the pin. They do a state show and they get their third or fourth and they're like, oh, I'm not going to do nationals now. I'm going to get into off season. I need to grow. It's like, first of all, you've been trying to grow for 6 years and this is what you've got. You think another 14 days starting your off season early is going to equal any growth. And the other thing is people could come from fourth to national fucking gold medal winners and you can say you're Australian champion. Like that's fucking big deal.
No, I think there's also value in holding leanness. I think that's good for a physique.
Look, and clearly you didn't do well at the state show. You need to learn how to peak still. You need to learn how to hold condition for longer. You need to learn how you're posing. This is all still valuable. Like
It's stage time too.
yeah, and learn how to hold poses. If they put those 2-man call outs or 3-man call outs, like I'm blessed to have been a part of a few of those as an amateur, and they're fucking hard work, man.
Yeah, they rang him through the ringer.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
A couple of those guys, there's 2 men out there, and they're putting them through 3 rounds or so. Like fuck.
Also, networking, the judges seeing you putting the effort in to go to national, like everything helps. It's all nothing but benefits.
So
Any negatives on your wallet if you're cheap.
Yeah, it's just a financial strain.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And then obviously more time off for work
Yeah.
if you're working.
Look, for some people that they know that they're doing the state show already knowing they're not doing nationals because they don't
Yeah.
have the finances. That's fine.
Yeah.
Some people that spit the chewy just because they didn't win,
Yeah.
it's like, no, hey, like there's valuable education in having another
Yeah.
crack,
Absolutely.
and standing next to now you're at nationals where the best from every state is in better condition than when they did their states.
Yeah.
Like it's humbling, but it's
Yeah.
valuable, man.
Yeah. You're seeing where you truly land,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
not just
that's
in
right.
not just in your state. Yeah.
I got second in state. It's like, yeah, all right. With the nationals like this, you might have been fucking lucky to get first call out. Like,
Mm.
it was fucking deep. It was
Well,
really
you
good.
saw that with Cam
Yeah.
Liddle. Like
Yeah.
he didn't even get a look in the heavyweights,
He
and
looked fucking good too.
he won the state show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he looked good. That super heavies was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Um,
sick.
Jerome was my favorite physique of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't win.
I would,
If I was like, I would have given it to him,
Yeah.
but I think he was just a little bit more complete or like pleasing to look at.
Mhm.
he was a
That's
little
just
bit
my
sharper too. His lines
Yeah.
just seem a little bit cleaner.
Why do you reckon they gave it to Dom? Just a bit more muscle density?
Yeah, he's just
He's a little bit bigger top to bottom.
Not much, but
No,
Yeah.
not much at all.
It's a bit.
But I mean, I don't know.
yeah.
Dom's
I suppose I'm being biased to what I like in bodybuilding though.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see why they gave it to Dom.
100%.
Yeah.
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 It's not like it was, but I would make the same argument too.
Mm.
That
He has the biggest glutes I've ever seen on a male bodybuilder.
is Jerome? This is Jerome. It's only his second time doing nationals as well, isn't it? Because last time he won juniors.
He's done very well, man, and he's got a big ass frame. So if he puts another 5 kilo on before we see him again,
Yeah.
that's hard to beat, man.
Yeah.
That's hard to fucking
You
beat.
just, if Jerome had that bit more quad sweep,
Just a little bit.
bit more hamstrings, quad sweep and hamstrings, and then just all over a little bit more up the top, his X frame will stand out way more.
It's
I
funny.
would have liked them to have compared the under 100s for a bit longer. That was pretty over and done pretty quickly.
Go back to that one.
Yeah, because what's his name?
Dave looked
These
looking
guys
good in
look
that.
killed. Mike
Dave was sick.
Yeah, like this was a really good battle. And
Yeah.
I kind of think they not rushed it, but like they could have given them a few more rounds.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fucking good lineup. It was Mike was good. Mike, I think what let him down just in the overall was maybe just sort of fading a little bit, but he lost his midsection for the overall. He didn't have any abs from my view
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
overall, and that sort of changed the whole look.
But they worked him, man. Like he was sweating, and like all of them were sweating on stage.
We were looking at him backstage. We're getting the tan girls sitting at the top of the stairs, and they're like, "Look, as they call them off, we'll just fucking towel them off because they're just running." Like,
That's what we had doing the SA show as well.
and the boys were dry. The boys were good.
Yeah. Oh, look at Dave's condition was nuts, and he had the best back of the whole day.
Yeah, it's sick. Hey, like look at that detail. Yeah, really good.
That's Dave, Coach Dave. That's Dave Hardy, and that's Mike Dawn.
Yeah, so he's from the guy with the purple trunks is from
Yeah.
Perth.
Yeah, that's
isn't he?
Mike.
Yeah. And where's
A
his
few guys.
from?
Where's Dave from?
He is from New South. He's from northern New South Wales, and he competed in
Yeah,
Queensland.
So he would have been in the state show, Jerome. Then
No, he did the Queensland state show.
oh, you the Queensland show.
Yeah. And Jay looked a lot better too than the Queensland.
They come back like much improved.
Yeah. Much better.
Yeah, sharper and bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, we told Cam in the state show because even the judges said the same thing. Like, you need to pull down more. You're too heavy. And then he goes to nationals and
Go to that one.
It was
Is it
good.
that overall?
Yeah, because what did he say? He was bigger than the state
he was
show?
the most heavy, but he was checking the same weight as their state show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he should have came in like he reckons it's because he needed more food for the peak, but I reckon he needed to pull down a few more kilos.
Yeah.
Because I've seen him crispy. I know how lean he can be because I've seen him do classic.
Yeah, yeah.
Point.
See,
I mean,
Dawn's
like
sort of
you're already how many kilos up was he from his classic weight? Like 15 kilos or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
maybe realistically, you're not 15 kilos heavier in a year.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's right.
maybe you're only 10, and
Yeah,
that's
because
that's still fucking good going, right?
yeah, but say he was like losing 5 kilos of muscle every classic prep as well.
Yeah,
It's not like
but yeah, even like
he didn't put on that muscle. It's like he regained
mm,
it every off season and then always
yeah,
chopped down to make classic. Yeah,
But
this
like James was sick. Like he's just
yeah,
got a really nice
yeah.
physique, man.
yeah.
There's a few things
He's,
like he's a little bit bottom
he's,
heavy, which is fine
Mhm.
because as he
Mm.
yeah,
ages and that they're going to slow down and the upper body will
yeah.
catch up. But it's just a nice fucking physique, bro. Like
He
look at
was
that.
very polished.
Yeah, did
It's like
well.
when Andy won against Dave. Same thing, this small guy. You
And
know?
can. Same thing.
But I
Yeah.
liked Dawn. I
Yeah, and
liked Dawn a
Cam, when
lot.
you bet Dave,
When Cam bet Dave and
when you won your
Oh
pro
yeah,
card,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's what I meant.
I was going Dawn for the card this season.
it was close.
It was close. It just, I mean, these things happen. I mean, when a guy comes next to you and the conditioning's pretty damn close and their physique is
You can
that,
see, I think the legs from the back. It was
yeah, they're nice and
like
Yeah,
Dawn, just
okay.
not as much.
yeah.
Yeah, and on the side, James just squats a little bit lower and gets a little bit more out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the problem was his proportion looked bigger because he was a bit shorter. That's why he won the card.
yeah.
As
Nah,
well,
he was definitely deserving. Looks good.
Yeah,
it looks great. And look, he's not far off. He could do like me and have a go at the pro stage now and just see how he went. Like he's big enough and good enough to just
Mm.
have a look. But if he wants to take some time and put a couple of kilo on, he's going to do well.
He reminds
Well, I
me
think
of
he was
Justin
like
Tyre for some reason.
you reckon?
I don't know
Who?
why.
I think he was around that like his legs are bigger than Justin's.
Yeah,
I think he was like around that 80, 88 to 89
Yeah,
mile
yeah.
mark.
yeah. He came down just under 90.
Yeah, so like he's got a good amount of muscle to play with.
Mm.
He put a good 5 kilos on.
And he's
Yeah.
he'd only be like an inch taller than us, Cam.
Yeah, I think he's like probably the same height even.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I did see him in the
Mm.
gym. Yeah, I think you're
Yeah.
right. Actually,
Mm.
so
I think
no,
he needs a little bit more shoulders and arms. That's the main thing. Shoulders and arms.
'Cause
yeah.
The
I
pros.
measured myself for the first time in like 20 years.
Oh
And I was
Oh
yeah.
like,
yeah,
when they were doing the weigh-ins, I'm like,
22s.
let me jump on the height.
and what
Oh,
were
It
you?
was
Barefoot?
164. Yeah, I took my shoes off.
Yeah,
It was 164.
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. So I'm 2 inches taller than you. Then
yeah.
so I'm 171.
Yeah, I think I was what in the 164s, 164 point something.
What are you?
Well,
That's
I
all you.
I think James, maybe now that he realizes what he's done and he's got a pro card and that, just needs to work on his posing to really show off how nice his physique is.
Yeah.
And if he cleans that up, yeah, man, sick physique. Dawn,
Well,
Dom,
from what I heard,
Skylar.
he just decided to do it at like 13 weeks out. So
Yeah,
what
that's
he's done,
wild, eh?
what he's done is pretty incredible. So.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
Mm.
Yeah, fucking
yeah.
insane. But it's good to see him back, man. I mean, like 6 years off to
Mm.
even get down to that condition again. It's a fucking good job. Really good job. And it's just good to see him back, man, because he left and everybody was waiting for him to crack, to crack it. He was so close and then he decided to have a rest and
Mm.
a
All right.
lot of people liked having him around. It was good to see.
Here's a question for you: if he went first, who's second and third?
If what, sorry?
If that's at a top three, who's taking second and third?
It'd be Dom second, Dorm third.
You reckon? I don't reckon. I reckon Mike second.
I
First,
personally would have Dawn in second, but I think the judges would have had Dom in second.
I reckon his
yeah,
posing is down too much.
going off the judging, like how they judged it, I'd say they'd give it to Dom because Jerome's got a nicer physique than Dawny. So if Jerome couldn't beat Dom, then you know what I mean?
Yeah, they would have
Yeah.
gone to.
Yeah.
Look at the
By
cheeks.
going by this video, I would have not even going by conditioning.
But
I would have went by Mike just because the better posing.
oh,
I'm
me personally judging it, I'd have Dawny in second.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised Dom didn't get in trouble for his trunks, tucking them up that high.
His ass ate him. Have a look at that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a choice there.
Yeah,
don't think there's a choice.
there wasn't enough material that the fucking
Yeah.
trunk maker just said, "This is what you got."
Bang.
They're actually the
think
same
that's
size
how-
as everyone else.
I think how
It looked really good
the
condition.
best.
Yeah.
Good fucking season.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
fucking-
looking forward to season C now because I'm definitely going to Melbourne for that.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that was that's cool. We got Australia's banking up a few 212 pros.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got fucking
That's
heaps of
good.
us out.
Well, let's do a 212 Pro show. Get one of you to the Olympia.
Let's do it. Let's start a fucking GoFundMe. Tony, how much money do we need?
Yeah.
What do we need to put on a pro show?
Oh, fucking
I'll
that'll
bet you
never
some of
happen.
the girls as well.
That'll never happen. You get
So
more
what-
chance of
what
getting
is
like
this?
a
No, you don't want
more
that.
chance of an open show,
What's
an open and
Oh
like a
yeah,
classic,
big time.
Well, this
open
is like
classic or
comparisons on
wellness
the
or something.
Look, if they put on an open show here, I'm going in. I don't give a fuck.
Where's all the girls comparisons? They don't do. Oh yeah, they do girls
Yeah.
comparisons.
Well, they do lineups, but they don't really do top two.
Yeah, where's the videos? Like doing the stuff.
Maybe the boys haven't got to them yet.
Lisa looked wild in figure. I left just after Caitlin won the
This
wellness.
boys, we've seen the boys go up.
Yeah, but maybe they're before.
No, they won't be
Mm.
because the boys have them after the fact.
Oh, there's Solomon.
Yeah, so yeah, congratulations, you won his class, didn't he?
Yeah, he looked excellent.
So that's your figure girl here.
Figure.
Yeah. That's your figure
Oh,
pro card
sorry.
winner. That's Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can look at the condition in her legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
definitely
she
see
was-
this.
Yeah.
You could tell when I was watching the stream, I'm like, oh, she's won. And then the physique.
And the two physique girls. No pro card there, but
Mm.
Cameron's apparently coming back.
Her legs are
As you can
huge.
see.
Her legs are like really big.
Really big, yeah.
Yeah, like even in the gym, like you just see her walking around and like her legs are massive.
And then
Which
that's
one's
the wellness.
This one here.
I can't remember which one's the
What's
wellness
this one?
pro card.
This bikini.
Oh, that's wellness.
Oh, this is no, that's True Knowledge.
Yeah, but I think
This is the wellness one. This one.
I'll give a shout out to
Oh,
Georgia.
open A.
Georgia going hard from states to nationals in 1 week, getting up for a gold medal.
Oh, that's a bit
Yeah,
more.
that's another
Shout out.
story as well because she didn't get a look at
Didn't
in
place.
Queensland. Comes back and
takes
wins.
gold.
Yeah,
Nice,
that's
eh?
awesome.
who's
Yeah.
that?
Georgia in wellness in I
In
can't
that,
remember.
that class there, yeah. Open C
Down
or
one.
open B.
Is that this one?
Yeah,
Wellness open B.
yeah. From no
Oh,
placing.
the brunette in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, she's
That's
gorgeous.
this one.
yeah. She
Yeah.
did so good. From no placing to a national. Now you're an Australian champ. Like this is the thing that people are fucking quitting on. But I mean, Caitlin's fucking have a look at that. That's
Yeah.
fucking sick.
Yeah.
Good physique.
I remember meeting her at the
SA
Great
show.
State show.
Yeah.
Mm,
She
Mm.
come from, I think it's the FMG.
Yeah.
yeah.
She
yeah,
said she doesn't like
She
it.
says it's FMG's not for her, so she thinks she's found.
Oh, she
Federation
she
now.
flew all the way to America and took second in the pro show or whatever, and you get a bunch of flowers. Like
Mm.
it's like I'm second in the world, and there's no nothing. So no, she made
and
the right
she's
move.
like, she's just full of life too. So she's really
Yeah.
nice.
And
girl.
then you go to
Yeah,
Kira.
she's a good chick.
That's cute.
Kira's the.
Oh, the one that won the
yeah, you know
bikini.
who Kira is.
Yeah, I don't care about
Kira's physique is
I don't
fucking
care about fit model, let's be honest.
sick.
Oh, wait, look at the bikini.
Yeah, but that is Kira's bikini.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
Yeah,
Kira got
yeah,
the
Yeah.
I picked as soon as I saw her at the state show
Yeah.
in person, I just went, I don't think there's anyone going to get over that.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
Is there one by herself?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Is that
that's
a
not the
video?
best picture.
It's not even a video. I thought it was a video.
You scroll through pictures, I think.
My dog's trying to open the door and he's gone like this on the window.
Yeah, She even like looks like a pro. Just her presentation
She's
and her
she's
whole
polished.
like thing. Yeah, her whole polish.
Like,
Yeah.
She just looks like a pro.
nice as human. She's backstage doing the other girl's hair before they walk out. So it's done, you know. Like,
That's when you know you've won. You can just chill out. You don't worry about yourself.
yeah, she's fucking super chill backstage, just having fun. She's just doing it for fun. Just turns out she's fucking sick at it and she likes
She
it.
looks quite lean, through the midsection.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, it's funny as well. Like she's a mum, and how many people do you say like, oh yeah, I can't really go to the gym. I've got kids and stuff. You know, people say that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, whatever. Excuses. All his excuses.
Yeah, very high quality season, man. Like
Yeah,
everyone should be
I
proud
think
of
I
themselves.
think we just like, every season just get
It's just
the
stepping up.
quality is getting better and better.
Mm.
Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
what
like
she said, Sam.
just having a better.
That's all I got.
It's
Sorry.
just getting a better understanding of the criteria as well.
Well, not only that, I just think
Mm.
that we're getting more experience now, more knowledge, and because there's more people doing it. It's raising the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like even the coaching standards
Yeah,
been
'cause-
elevated as well. So
Coaches are getting better.
yeah,
People that want to compete realize what they have to do if they want to be competitive.
yeah. It's just gonna be because as the physiques get better as well, everything's getting better. The media, the shows, like everything's just stacking on
Mm.
top.
yeah, it's a good time for Australian bodybuilding.
It is. What a time to be alive, as Future and Drake would say. All right, we actually got a few questions as well.
Hey,
Hey,
Yeah.
way.
I've only got time for a couple, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I'm gonna
fine.
make the kids a spag bog.
I want to go get Macca's.
No, Macca's
What
for
is,
me.
what's your Macca's order?
I
Yeah,
normally
go.
get like four cheeseburgers, and I add an extra patty to the protein, and then a large fries.
So 4 double cheeseburgers.
Yeah, but I don't get the extra cheese,
Oh, okay, yeah.
just the extra patty. So I get that, and then I get large fries.
Trying to keep your fats down.
Yeah, let's keep
Yeah, yeah,
let's,
yeah,
Sam.
let's
yeah.
be reasonable.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
Let's be reasonable, guys.
Do you get a Diet Coke or a regular Coke?
Nah, I just drink a Pepsi Max at home.
Oh, okay.
It just gets burger and fries. That's it.
Yeah, boring.
Have you tried a McCrispy yet?
No, I haven't.
Fucking
Maybe
good.
Maybe I'll try it tonight.
You get a McCrispy.
I'm not getting on that hot honey train though.
Nah, don't worry about that shit. Just McCrispy is fucking good.
What was it last time? They always ask you, are you using the app? And I'm always like, no. And then
Yeah.
the other day we went there and she's like, oh, what were you like? I said, you didn't ask me if I'm using the app. She's like, using the app. I said, no, I'm not.
He's an asshole. He's an absolute asshole.
That's a good one.
All right.
Poor girl.
That's a lame
Oh,
one.
sorry. And
$7 an hour.
last shout out, Solomon.
Solomon, yeah.
Fucking murdered it. And
Yep.
to Michaela, fucking like for that, like they were really good. And 2 people that when you walked around the crowd, got a lot of recognition, a lot of notice. A lot of people noticed them and saw what they did. So good seasons to both of those guys.
Yeah. And hats off to all the coaches as well.
They're really good legends.
Yeah, because that's right. Because like I sent a message to you boys and a couple of other coaches, and I think coaches deserve the credit too, and they deserve to be thanked. And
Oh, last one, Big Liam. He was bad.
Yeah,
Liam,
poisoning.
of course.
He had
Oh,
bad
that
food
ain't-
poisoning. Bad.
Did that
he
link-
got crook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that linger? Did it linger around for a week after? Just-
Yeah, he was like unfortunately like passing blood in peak week at nationals. So
Mm.
he
His
wasn't,
body wouldn't respond to anything.
he wasn't well. So like he still looks sick because he's got that much
Yeah.
muscle. He can, but yeah, like it's just unfortunate, you put that much work in and
Yeah.
so
If that's
Still-
if he because that happened at the state show as well. If that wasn't the case, he could have been possibly in the overalls.
he's got enough muscle too, man. He's
Yeah.
got enough muscle. So yeah, look,
Goes to
unfortunately, just
show
big shout out to
what
him
nationals
because
is too.
he's-
Like, you still show up. You rock
Yeah.
up regardless.
finish what you started.
Yeah.
Finish what you started.
Yes, exactly.
And so proud of him for that, man, because he knows he could have looked better. but he's still that good. He's still what get fourth or something in the deep lineup, and like and people have known him. He's been around a little while, so people expect a lot of him, and people don't know the full story. So yeah, it'd be good to get it out. He wasn't well. He wasn't well, and he still gave him a run. So yeah, props to him.
That's right, because most people would pull the pin.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
absolutely.
Like, some people stop at states and go, "Oh no, fuck national."
All you got to do is watch the Michael
much.
Jordan flu game when you're sick. All right, I'm dropping 60 on these fucking motherfuckers. First question was shit. It was just how old we all are.
36.
Old enough to know better.
Yeah.
36.
You know, people go and tell them I'm 44. They're like bullshit. I'm like, why would I lie about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what am I getting? Like,
Yeah, that's right.
like, why do you think
men don't really lie.
like, why do you think I've just got the foot flat to the floor? It's like, fuck it, I'm doing a pro show. Like, I'm already breaking the rules for most people of how I've been improving until this age. Like, it might stop soon. Like, I got to fucking catch this bus while it's here and have fun with it.
100%.
I reckon you look about 34.
That's right.
You
That's
take
why I lie about it. I'm trying to get the
Take
old.
it.
I'm 38. What are you, babe? 48? 41?
How big is your arm there, Sabina?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, have a look at that.
Hang on, let me sit forward a bit more.
Fucking sit like this. Oh, mine.
Now she's flexing her bicep.
Where's your biceps? Look.
Yeah, you haven't got
What do you can? You say 36?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's the inches of your arms, Cam.
Mhm.
There's
Fucking
your inches.
my arms combined.
So Cam's the youngest.
He's fucking fresh meat.
Mm. Best prep coaches in Adelaide, in Australia at the moment.
Best prep coaches
In
in
Australia.
Australia. Look, that's
If you talk about the women, probably Scott Goble seems to be getting a lot of success consistently.
I
It's
actually
hard to
really
say
like
as well.
that.
I don't know. See, I'm a fan of Tim.
It's hard
I
to say.
actually
As
really.
well. Oh, you go, Cam.
Go.
I was just going to say it's going to be hard to say because a lot of the better coaches out there, the winning people, they're going to get the good clients.
Yeah.
So you could be a good coach, but
Yes.
just not get the good clients.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I think like Dean is hands down the best coach. Finish. But
That's
he's on
undisputed.
But you have to say that.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
He has the best record, but he also has the best clients as well. Because he can pick and choose the clientele.
Yeah. But I actually really like someone who probably doesn't get any credit is that Team ESPN guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's putting up girls.
He's doing really well.
Yeah.
And he's a nice guy too. Yeah. Well, Jerome, I think, was coached by him for like 8 or 9 days before the national show.
Yeah.
What happened
No,
to
that's true. That is a name I see pop up, and it is a pretty consistently that the clients are in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Because I
actually
think
cool.
Jerome was with Adam, and I'm not so sure what the story was there, but they're not together anymore. And same with James. I don't know what the story was there either.
Yeah.
Who's James?
James Adam.
What was Adam?
Yeah.
Whole prep. Okay.
Yeah, so both had falling out, but who knows?
Mm.
Yeah, but I agree with you, Sam. Like Goble there, he's
good.
He is good, but I like Tim as well.
Tim is
but
good.
I think I know Tim a little bit more on a personal level than what I do.
Yeah.
So that obviously helps.
And look, you always have to throw Logan's name. Like, he's been prepping people for like 13 years.
Yeah.
And, if you want to say 500 people got on stage, like 30 of them haven't been in shape. And you can pretty much look at the character, and there were people that were they're not going to be in shape no matter who they're with. Like,
some people were actually also really fucking hard.
People's structure or muscle capacity in that is only good enough for 7. They're in shape. Like, you know what I mean? And he's done that now for like over a decade. So his name is consistent, man.
There's obviously heaps of coaches that we're forgetting.
There's heaps.
There's so many. There is.
Yeah, you got Unholy Gains, you got Crabtree, you got who are some of the other ones in Adelaide? So we don't know a lot of the ones in Melbourne and stuff as well.
That's it. And you've
Just
got like people like Bo gets up, Cam gets up, I
Yeah,
get
Cam.
up. Like, there's a lot of
Matty.
people that there was
Matty
probably
Butcher.
30 coaches that had one client each.
Yeah.
And we're talking about this being one of the deepest lineups in every division we've ever seen. So there's a lot of people out there that don't have or want big teams and are still delivering clients who can be competitive. So you're right, the level across the board is getting really, really good.
Yeah,
I
I think
think-
for me, like maybe two or three max.
Yeah.
That would be a lot.
I've got two in season B, two guys.
Mm.
And then season A next year, there's one guy, and then Michaela will go again. So at least I know her body now. So that's going to be a lot different. And
Yeah.
another girl who's thinking. So I'll do three because Michaela's done one before.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I'm not big on. I don't want. I don't want big teams, bro.
I would like that when I'm finished bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm finished,
Yeah.
I would like that, but not now.
Not now.
Do you
no.
think that you would prefer to stick to one division, like just bodybuilding or just girls, bikini or just figure, or do you prefer to do all
I think
all
everyone,
divisions?
yeah.
You don't mind doing everyone? Yeah.
I would definitely stick to bodybuilding, classic, and then bikini, wellness, and figure. I think men's physique, I can't offer any advice on posing. I can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's some stuff that you should really be a part of that I don't know
Yeah.
anything about. Obviously fit model, I don't know. And then the PED usage with women to go past figure, I wouldn't be confident or knowledgeable on.
Yeah, I wouldn't really be too willing to fuck with females' hormones.
Yeah, I'd love to do women's physique.
Well, you did. You did me for 20 years.
Yeah.
You did me.
Yeah, you can basically just treat them like a novice
Like
drug
dude.
user for a man.
Just give them half your dose. That's it.
Yeah, let's do
Done
my
deal.
stack.
It almost was.
Yeah.
I think
No,
from memory.
it was a lot less than that.
I've got to tell you, I had an inquiry the other day, and thankfully he signed up. 16-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's young.
Hey, that's young. He's mid-cycle, needs some help. And I'm going, all right. Send us
Mid-cycle
through
what? Mid-bike
of
cycle?
gear.
Fucking, what are you doing?
of gear. Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? He's like, oh, I need help with it. I said, look, I've got your consultation form, but send me a message on WhatsApp. Tell me what compounds you're using, how much you're doing, like what frequency you like to dose, how long you've been on for, and send me through some photos. The dude was on 1,200 megs of test a week. Plus,
You just need to stop there.
Was it real stuff? Did it look like he was actually on that much?
oh, dude, unfortunately, look, and like the combined total is about 1.7 grams. And
Dang.
yeah, a big dyno and that, and I got straight on and said, dude, I said, like, I know a lot of professional bodybuilders. I'll tell you right now, I'm now professional at what I do. I've got double the amount of muscle you own, and you're taking more than fucking I ever have. I said, this is dangerous, bro. And you've got gyno already and all this sort of shit. I just said, look, so he was, and I said, look, I don't know what your finances are. You're 16, bro. But, here's the deal. And he signed up that day. He's like, yeah, he goes, I need help. I said, no, don't listen to your fucking whoever in the gyms helped you out getting this stuff or whatever, because that's fucking, you can fuck the rest of your life within the next 2 years. You might get away with 2 years, think you're all right, and then you're fucked forever. And you'll be 18 years old, man.
At 16 as well, like he could probably put a mill of test in and fucking blow up.
He's
He would
got
explode.
newbie gains.
He would explode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely explode.
You don't need fucking hell.
You
When
don't
you
even
don't
need-
need less. The
This
older
is,
you get, the more you need.
You don't need a
Yeah.
period.
You hear podcasts like the bodybuilding bollocks and stuff like that, and they say, oh, these young kids out here, and I've never really encountered a conversation that I could agree with them. I'm sure it's happening, but I've never personally been involved in a conversation. So for this to happen is quite alarming that this is what is potentially happening a lot more than what we realize. So yeah, to anyone, man, we're
When he
not
reached
lying.
out to you,
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
very good.
Yeah.
Very
And
good.
And thankfully he's in Australia, because again, we just named 15 coaches that would have taken the same approach as me. Like, bro, what are you doing? You don't need it.
Look,
Yeah.
I like,
Yeah.
I'm one of those coaches. I like using a bit more drugs than others, but like only when needed. I never push it unless it's necessary.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
like,
And
I
you
get
wouldn't
people
do it
that
on a
come to me.
teenager.
Yeah, I get people that come to me, teenagers as well. Like, oh, I'm thinking about, I want to get a bit more peeled for someone, so they've never run anything to test us, so I'm going to jump on trend. I'm like, man, what are you doing? They literally just think it's going to get them leaner, and it's like their second compound they've ever used. I'm like, you can't. Trend's for competitors, and even then, you don't need it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just go back to this 16-year-old.
Mm.
Like, does he have, what's his goal? What's his goal for the next couple of years? Like, he just wants to
Well,
get massive. Is
yeah,
that
look,
why he's just like, I'm just going to take all this gear just to get massive?
he just wants to be massive. Yeah.
He just wants to be
A
massive.
massive
Yeah.
bodybuilder. So that's what I said. I go, look, obviously, when you got this advice, like your dreams are to be big because you didn't hesitate in buying enough gear to facilitate this amount of usage, and you've trusted this information. So I get it. I go, but like you'll be surprised if we get you through. Just typical guy. I did the same thing when I was 17, 18 bodybuilding. I was eating Whoppers every day, yeah, I get it. I said, but if we clean the food up a bit and this gear could go down to a quarter, you'll fucking explode because right now it's sending 75% of it towards your nipples. Like it's unfortunately, I don't mean to make a joke, but it's sad, like because he's obviously just trusted someone.
What was his body fat percentage, roughly?
I don't know his body fat percentage, but
Nowhere near in shape though.
no, like because he'd be 180 centimeters tall and he's like 83 kilos or something. So it's like if you're starting to talk about milligrams per kilo, you're on like fucking 20 megs a kilo, like of lean body mass.
Generally, I see as well a lot of people that jump on, they're already too fat, like even like fat, stupid fat, and they put on high dose tests. I'm like, oh, man, so much estrogen conversion at that
And
body.
it just sent so much down there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really sad, but I'm glad he was.
Good he reached out. Yeah.
He's got it. He had a low enough ego to obviously message out some people and ask. So good on him. Hopefully, we can save someone's fucking life, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can I just go back and just reference as well? She was not on half my dose. I
Was-
was going to clear that up. I was not giving her half. Before people start saying, "Oh, yeah, these misses on fucking this one."
A full dose of Viagra, though.
Yeah.
Full dose.
She was on fucking 3 grams of gear.
Oh, so you're on 6. So you're on
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Splurting it on your fruit toast.
Just a mild dose of 3 grams a gear for a woman, All right, next question. If you got to go, Cam, you go. Though.
Yeah, I've actually got to shoot off. I'll talk to you guys soon.
No worries,
Cheers.
take it easy.
See you later. Bye.
Yeah.
So, Sam, why? Oh no, okay, question. What are your thoughts?
Okay.
What are your? Oh, I just said your haircut's
Something
gay.
about a turd.
Something about a gay haircut. What are your thoughts on trained by JP training style and progressive overload?
Not a big fan.
Not a big fan.
Oh, pardon me.
Not a big fan.
I do believe in progressive overload, Nat, but he's very fundamentally on having like his little quarter pound weights. Yeah. So he will always beat something, even if it's by a quarter of a pound. Not that I don't disagree with it, but he eats the same food, like the same wild caught salmon from the same fish market every day. He gets the same amount of sleep every day, drinks the same amount of water. So his training is facilitated by about as regulated nutrition, hydration, and sleep parameters than you'll ever find in the world. Yep. So he's so diligent with rep tempos, all this sort of stuff. He's not the normal. So while I do agree with progressive overload, I don't agree with people trying to mimic what he does. He is an anomaly. And he has about as much tissue I've seen on a man that exists. He is freakishly muscular.
He's not that old, right? And
he's like our age. He's like 38.
He looks so weathered.
Yeah, the thing is as well, like you said, he's got optimal conditions. He doesn't work. He's not. You can't compare yourself to him. So most people are going to get injured doing that. And I feel progressive overload. I don't need the small plates, but say you started something at say you're benching 100 kilos for 8 reps. you can build that up to like 15 and then go up to like 110 and start like 8 reps again, just build that up.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
how
think
I
there's
like to
still,
run it.
yeah, and there's still value in because that's still progressive overload. I think there's still value in even if you plateau on something for like a month, weight, say you get 100 kilos for like 11 reps for like a month. I still think because you're building up fatigue over those 4 weeks, I still think even staying the same weight, sometimes it's still progressive overload. Because one week you might go in more fatigued, but you still get the same numbers.
I've
So
got exercises where I'm doing the same weights now that when I was bodybuilding at 19.
yeah,
But I'm literally double the size, like, so I agree with you 100%. Like, I see progressive overload much like you. Like, if I was doing 2 working sets on bench, and yeah, I got to 15 of 100 kilos in the first set and only 11 on the second. If next week I got 15 in the first set and then 12 on the second,
yeah,
it's still progressive. You're still moving loads per session
yeah,
more, like, I don't think always upping the weight. And look, I did do it for about a 6 week period in about 2010. And yeah, straight away, like after 6 weeks, man, my body was fucking dying. Like my joint, like, and I'm 44 now. I can't play that game. I've got to play the mind muscle connection, the higher reps, the slower tempos, the fucking whatever, like, and just developing. All right, am I really actually using that muscle to move this load, or am I just moving a load and squeezing the muscle?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think there's a lot to be said with progressive overload, like you said, sometimes has nothing to do with weight. Like you can just perfect on the muscle moving, your mechanics moving the load.
yeah. Because it's like you build up massive. You're always the strongest around that, early 20s, right?
Yes,
That's when you're gonna be the strongest. But that doesn't mean you're lifting it the best. That's just you're moving that
100%.
weight. You're moving that weight. But then as you get older, you can get twice as much, even more. You can get so much more out of so much less weight because you know how to lift.
Yeah.
And you can't teach that.
Yeah.
There's no way you can teach it. You has to be at least 5 years of training, and every prep you learn better. Like you get to a certain strength, something will happen, a little tweak or an injury, then you start retraining. Like, oh, I found that I feel it better when I move and I do presses like this, and I
Yeah.
squeeze this, and
You like your head down for something, or
yeah,
your head up, or fucking whatever. You like, there are people who have ridiculous amounts of muscle in an area, and you go back to say like a Derek Lunsford, like he'll put up a video and there's fucking jerks all over it going, oh, how about a full Rome? Or how like
yeah,
how's it's like you're talking about a dude with potentially the most muscular back in history, and you're gonna clearly he's using his back to
yeah,
fucking pull the weight. Like it's what else do you want?
yeah.
Like that's
People,
why I made that video yesterday about training lats, because it was about 4 years ago I decided to split back into 2 days a week.
yeah,
One lat day, one mid back day. And it's about the last 3 years I've really started to actually finally develop a connection where my lats pull the weight,
mm,
and I stopped using my arms and shoulders so much. So I'm just like, I'm going to make something because it's just a different perspective of the same thing that might connect with some people out there. Because how many people we see on stage, girls and guys, their arms and shoulders and that keep getting better every year. They still have the same lat spread that they did 4 years ago.
backs
It's
up.
like, look, trust me, by the time you perfect it, my back has doubled in size, but it's taken 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years to get it to improve, to catch up to the other body parts. So muscle growth, even when you do get it better, is so fucking slow that find those exercises that you get the best connection with and stick with them for as long as it fucking takes.
I've started one thing. I've started going back a lot on science and form now. I'm just like, I don't care what it looks like anymore. If you feel it where you feel it,
Yeah.
that's good enough for me.
And I knew that video, if I just posted it, it's like, nah, I got to break this down because everyone be like, oh, you're not even extending. Oh, you're not even pulling all the way through. It's like, yeah, let me break it down about what I'm feeling. And that's
Yeah,
what's developed my technique to become like that.
yeah,
So now you think about, all right, how do I get my shoulder and armpit to move the load? And then you develop your own thing that comes with it, your hand up or over it, because it doesn't matter. None of that's relative to lats.
mm,
But just think of, if you want to use your lat, then your lat has to do the movement, and then fucking invent the rest of your movement around that.
One thing I reckon I've found as well now that like I said, we're getting older and stronger and we've got to be more careful is I don't go. I feel like there's less value in going full stretch. So I say a bicep. I'm not letting my arm go dead straight out because I feel like this first part here, that this little part here, that's all tendon.
Intended.
If
I
I just
agree.
go down to here and back, that's better. I don't need to go to here. I just need to go to about here. I
Well,
feel like
and
now
that's the
I'm
other thing.
shortening the ranges and just
Yeah.
work where I feel the muscle work.
And stretch it in other ways. Use that incline bench. So
Yeah.
just before you lock your arm's stretching behind you. That's a
Yeah.
bicep stretch, but you
Yeah.
haven't changed the degree of your arm. It's stretching behind you. So yeah, utilize like your skeletal frame. Utilize your positioning, like to get more range. Like the range isn't like how far can you make the dumbbell or the cable or the apparatus travel. The range is how far can you stretch that muscle
Yeah.
and how far can you contract it?
That's right. Because if you stretch the muscle too far, it's just you can feel it. It doesn't because we're us at our level, us three, we know when our muscles working, we can feel it. So if you go that little bit out of range, like nah, it's just too far there. I can't feel it contracting anymore. We know that range, and that's when we can even speed. I feel like it's irrelevant when you know the muscles working. Even if you use them at like a faster tempo, the muscles working because we're literally in that spot.
Yes.
Yeah, young kid picks up these momentum and they do it faster than us, but everything's working for them. But we
Yeah.
know what we're doing, so we can engage no matter what speed. Whereas when you're learning, you need to slow things
Slow
down.
it down.
Yeah, because they're doing something slow and long, the muscle just starts burning because of time under tension, not necessarily load. It's like, well, now you know the sensation of what a bicep feels like or what the side delt feels like. Yeah, grow from that. And the other thing is too, you see people like anyone that's around the high amateur, anyone that's done 3, 4, 5 seasons has got a lot of muscle compared to a normal person, and they're way stronger than a normal person. Like focusing on weight now to take you from that level of a first call out amateur to potentially winning amateur to potentially pro card, you need to hone down what you're doing because when you look around the room, you are already one of the strongest people in the room, unless another high level bodybuilder or someone's in there.
Yeah.
I don't consider myself to be very strong on the bodybuilding level at all, but when I'm at the gym, the reality is like you're moving absurd weights compared to a normal person. Yeah.
I have that problem all the time. It's almost like imposter syndrome, where it's like, really, I'm not that strong.
Yeah.
And I'm not strong.
I'm weak today.
I'm not strong. And then you go in and you just, I don't know.
You're like, I'm weak
Shoulder
today.
press for me,
Yeah.
huge, 82.5 kilo. And it's like, okay, yeah, I am pretty strong, aren't I?
Well, it was they were doing it like a couple of the boys, and they're competitors. I'm not going to say who, but they were doing the hip press. And they were doing 4 plates a side on it, and I was on the lying hammy curl, so I wasn't watching what they were doing. And I said, "How many sets you got left?" They said, "Oh, one more each." I said, "All right." And then when they finished, they go, "Oh, what do you want? What do you want on?" I looked at the 4 plates aside and went, "Oh no, leave it on. Yeah, I got the same as you, single leg press." They're like, "Oh, you didn't have to fucking throw in it's a single leg press." They were doing a full leg press,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh shit!" And it's that sort of moment sunk. It's like, okay, well, for what you think you are, not being very strong, to have the amount of muscle that we have, and that, yeah, compared to most normal people, just because you know people are stronger than you
Yeah.
doesn't mean you don't move a lot of weight compared to the vast majority.
Like on the hammer strength lying leg curl, I've been on single leg now.
Hammer strength, flying leg curl. Oh yeah, yeah.
I go single leg now,
The pin loader.
and even the seated as well because I can stack both. But
Really?
now I've got single leg because I can get I can go to about half the stack and get 10 reps on single leg on both of them.
Yeah, wow.
So I've been doing, and the seated lateral raise machine.
Oh,
I have to put at least a 20 on that at least.
yeah.
But then I'm like, say I'm like on TRT for like 8 weeks, I have to take the 20 off and back down and adjust the full stack. I'm like, I'm so weak. But then there's people there that can't even do half the stack.
Yeah, and I think we just like what you said, Sabina. We just sort of get caught up in, we're looking up to people above us, which is top bodybuilders of the world, and you're going like, oh man, I'm not even that strong. I'm not even that strong. But yeah, like in a gym that has 3,000 members, you're in probably the top 5.
Mm.
Like it's fucking yeah, we're not normal. It's just we've been doing this too fucking long.
And not only that, like sometimes we want to be weaker. We're like, okay, well, like, what's
I
the
want to
weight?
back off.
How low can we go and still make it effective? You know, like,
Yeah,
work it.
I'll do a set of fucking 30 reps if I fucking
Like,
go.
on like a shoulder press or something, you'd be like, oh, fuck doing fly plates. I'm sick of that on my joints. So you're like, I'll go down to 3.5. I'll like do some pauses at the bottom. You know, like we try and make it harder. So like when
And
people see us struggling on doing 8 reps or something, they're like, oh, I can lift that. I'm like, you're not lifting it like me though.
and the other thing is too, yeah, when you look at things like you see somebody squatting 3 plates aside in a Smith machine, you're like, holy shit, that's pretty impressive for a normal person. But they're going halfway down and it's a 5 rep max.
Yeah.
You'll go 3 plates aside to the bottom, 15 to 18 reps.
Yeah.
Like that's when you sort of click. You're like, okay, so people are moving the same load, and that's what I see. I see people pick up the same dumbbell, and I see people put the same amount of plates on something. But then when you look at it, you go, oh no, when I do an 8 to 10 rep max, I got 6 plates aside in the Smith machine squat. Like you're not looking at one that their form of utilize doing a proper movement and everything, and then the amount of reps they're doing. You're like, oh, I mean, I like to stay in 12 to 15. I don't want to hurt myself, but
Yeah.
you're doing what they do on a 1 rep max.
And you've also probably pre-foreseen yourself doing some isolations first before you're squatting. So you're
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
fatigued as well than they are.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you're also, your diet's controlled. You know, you're doing all this stuff. You've got, like I said, you're pre-fatigued doing some isolations. You've been in prep for 8 weeks and you still come in and do it as a third exercise and then do their max easily.
Well, and back to our earlier point, when people say look up to a Jordan Peters, compared to us, he's a robot. His
Yeah.
level of perfection on all aspects is far superior to us. Yet compared to the common man, we're the Jordan Peters.
Yeah.
Our level of caring about hydration and sleep and nutrition and that is far supersedes what most people will ever reach. So, yeah, there's so many levels to this I don't think people get.
And then also, it's not like he's getting first call outs. He doesn't even compete. So it's like, yeah, there's plenty of, look at all the other guys that are the top 10 Olympians. They're all different training styles.
Mm.
So it's like, at the end of the day, people got to realize it's consistency. Every single training program is literally going to work. It's just the time. If you do anything for 10 years consistently, you're going to get where you need to get.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so they need to
you
stop.
would hope so.
The same as like training splits. Like people way overthink things. Just go in there and fucking lift. Get some kind of set out split. Doesn't matter what it is, and just do that consistently for 10 years, and you'll get big.
Yeah, exactly. Let the level I'm at now, I'm choosing what angle I lift my side delt raises on
Yeah.
to make sure I hit like in
Side
between
raise,
on
yeah.
the front or the side. It's like wait till you get to such a point that when you look at a photo, you're like, okay, there's a piece now that would complete the whole capped shoulder.
Yeah.
There's a piece to the quad that makes my left quad and my right quad not match. So I do a single leg at the end of quad day to sort of try and target with foot position on the leg extension to target that. But it's taken nearly 10 years to get to a point where you should be fussy on some movements.
Yeah.
But the overarching theme of my whole workout is what you said. It's moving my favorite loads as much as possible and then tweaking off, trying to target those little pieces to try and round off a look. That's trying to round off a look for a pro stage. That's not where most people need to be at.
Nobody. It's funny when you just mentioned about the lateral raise things. I'm literally in that at the moment. Like I've just changed my angle to try get the mid delt more.
Yeah, and for you, like for me, it might be like the way I do the patch in between the rear and the side.
Yeah.
So I just still do a side raise, but I lean forwards on it and pull up there.
Yeah.
And then I'll go a chest. I'll stand against an incline bench. So I'm leaning slightly forwards and do like a 45-y front side raise to hit that bit. So, it's, I think you're right. People need to move load, stay within. I like to just tell people, I go, look, you don't have to fail, but go to a point where you're going to fail the next rep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you've taken it as far as you can go. That's it. That's a good fucking set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously some exercises are safer than others to fail as well.
Oh,
If you're doing barbell squats, don't go to failure.
Don't go to don't grind out that last rep for 10 seconds, man.
But like bicep, tricep movements, delt movements, pretty
Yep,
easy to go to failure.
100%.
It's,
Yeah. Calves, shoulders,
yeah,
arms, take them all the way.
um, there shouldn't be an overall trophy awarded if there's only one person in the category. Thoughts? That little blonde thing in figure from Adelaide. So when they're saying basically, if someone rocks up like a figure competitor and she's the only one, she shouldn't get an overall trophy.
Well, look at it from this point of view. There's probably 6 that started prep, and she's the only one with the balls and the integrity and who kept her word and finished what she fucking started. So just because she's the only one that was on stage doesn't mean she wasn't the only one in that season. She's the only one who made it. You know what I mean? So you can't penalize someone for doing the work.
Showing up.
She
No.
did everything they asked, paid the rego, got in shape, bought the bikini, paid for the tan, did it. She did everything that was asked of her, and no one else had the balls to come and stand next to her. So, you know what I mean? Fair play.
Look, if you have a job and you're the only one that works there, you still get paid.
Still get paid.
I feel like that's a more hate message.
It absolutely is.
Very negative.
Yeah,
I don't really appreciate that message.
Yeah.
But
No.
look at my division.
Yeah.
Every
How often are you going to get
Yeah,
winners?
there you go. Case in
I'm not-
point.
my first season, I competed against. I actually did figure, and then got told to do physique. And fortunately, there was zero other competitors in figure, but there were 2 other competitors in physique. So that year, I had no one on stage, then 2 people on stage.
Yeah.
And the following year, I had no one on stage with me at state level.
Yeah.
And then the third year, I had no one again.
Yeah, no one again.
No one again on physique.
And what are you supposed to do? Like,
what am I
just
supposed to
pay all
do?
your money and not get a trophy, not get.
Am I supposed to fly to another state to compete just because I
There's
won?
another girl there.
Prove a point.
But
It's
it's
not-
not necessary.
So here's the thing. Fine, if you think I'm shit at a state level, I'm putting myself on a national level too. You did. You went and did nationals as well. So like, say what you want about me being on my own and getting my trophy. I'll stand on the national stage and see where I'm at too.
Yeah. And
You know?
so 2 women's physiques at nationals this year, no pro card.
Mm.
You know, I know rules are rules, but
And I
2
bet-
people showed up.
Yeah.
But there would have been 5 in total across all of Australia that competed in physique, though.
Yeah, but only 2 went to
Only
nationals.
2 went. Only 2
Yeah.
rocked up and did the work.
It's like what Phil had said before in the past. It doesn't matter if you're a fucking pro winning the Olympia or an amateur stepping on stage. You've both gone through prep. You've both dealt with dieting, being hungry. And probably sometimes it's even harder for the amateur because they've got jobs. They've got everything. A pro, all they've got to worry about is prep. So how dare you shame someone that's gone on stage when they've busted their ass to get in that, even if it's not the best condition, they've done what they could do.
They did everything that was asked of them.
Yeah.
Everybody on the internet's got their opinion. You should get this lean. You should get that. You got Tony saying, "Hey, fucking, you better rock up and buy our tan and fucking pay our reg and do everything." And this person kept saying, "Okay,
Yeah.
no worries, okay, no worries." And they turned up, and then they look around. They're the only one there. Maybe it can be embarrassing depending on your frame of mind, but I say fucking good on you because I bet you there was another 1, 2, or 3 that said they were coming.
Yeah.
They pulled out at 2 weeks out, 6 weeks out, 10 weeks out. Oh, mental health. No, you couldn't put the fucking fork down.
Yeah.
Just admit what really happened. You couldn't put the fork down, and you couldn't hack it. So you decided to leave it for another time. That's fine. This person did put the fork down and fucking
that's
rocked
right.
up. So,
You also get
woman, or
people that say,
child, good on
people
them.
that never even do a prep because they say it's too hard.
Yeah.
They just go to the gym and stay fit. Well, this person chose to do a prep.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like, if you can look at this sport and go, that's not for me, that's fine. But also, if this person who leaves this comment, if that's them, they've never competed and don't want to, you've got nothing. You don't have a leg to stand on. You can't criticize. And if this is coming from a person who has competed and knows that regardless of if they stood there alone or if they stood there next to 30 people, what they went through to get there, you deserve to be rewarded.
Yeah.
100%. And then the last question was just why I call myself Ghost Man. Which I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I've said this before.
Oh, you're so white.
Yeah,
Black.
because literally, when I very first started construction, some guys were like, "Fuck, you're white." And Ghosty started calling me Ghosty. He's like Ghosty. There you go. That's Ghost Man, Polish white skin. I'm not as dark white as I used to be because I've abused melanotan, but
Are you a Pole?
yeah, Polish.
My
My dad's dad
vodka
was
or Ouzo? What's Pole? Vodka.
Polish. What's
They love
what?
that vodka there, don't they?
Oh, fuck, they don't have any alcohol.
I think it's
That's
vodka.
They don't have any alcohol.
Yeah.
The Scrovia. Yeah. Because my dad's dad was like in German concentration camps. Like he was in Warsaw, Poland.
That's some scary shit.
Yeah.
He got dementia, like he was losing it near the end, and he was like having flashbacks. Oh, like
Oh, dude.
I remember he told me a story where he was working one day in a factory and it got bombed, and he looked at his mate next to him, he just got blew into pieces. Yeah.
Anyway,
And he used to get food.
that's terrible.
He used to get food. His family used to send him food stamps to go get bread, and he'd get the bread, and all the Germans would take it off him and throw it in the ground.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Different world, eh? Different world.
Yeah.
But no, look,
Yeah,
again, shout out to everyone who made season A.
Yes.
You're
Yeah,
fucking-
absolutely. Everyone's
Absolute
behind the
fucking-
scenes as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, did I look big walking out on stage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as we started the stream, I'm like, babe, Sam's walking him out.
That was I like doing that job, but I don't think I can do it anymore with competitors and kids. You know, with the kids here and with competitors, it's nice volunteering, and I like it, and the feedback you get, and especially from guys. And guys aren't big on that, but the amount of guys that backstage come up and shake your hand and look you in the eye and just say thank you so much. That was good. And then also private messages I've got since the show that just say, hey, bro, I've just wanted to say thank you for making it so fun and that. Like being able to do that is fucking sick, man. And then being a part of leading them up there and looking at them in the line and going, shit, bro, you look good, man. Like,
That's what I really enjoyed at the stage shows. Like I was on the side of the stage, obviously ushering everybody on.
yeah.
Not even ushering. Matt was ushering.
Matt
I was
was,
just,
you got him
I
in
had it
order.
all sorted on the side of the stage. You know, just having little chats with them.
Yeah.
You know, some of them had never competed before. Juniors, one
little
kid
kid.
who, anyway, I fell in love with him. He was amazing. You're just learning a different aspect of the sport, I think, and as a pro, I think it's really good to be able to give back like that because, you know, we too have been there. We know exactly what they're going through.
And we looked up to the pros.
And we looked up to the pros, and we would be like,
100%.
"Oh my God, there's a pro standing next to me."
Yeah, we look up to the pros. We all look up to the pros.
Yeah. And this is the thing, and because we stayed in it, you start making friends with the pros and realize that we're all just the same.
We're all the same.
But yeah, when you're new, it seems like there's a figure there that you think is beyond you, and then after a while, and you talk to them on social media, you follow each other, and the pros following them, and pros starts following you when you're coming up. You start realizing that they're very normal people. You're like, wait up, maybe I can do this because we are pretty fucking similar. We just like doing this thing. So yeah, helping the shows is super sick fun, and I had about I don't know, 6, 7, 8 people come up and just say, "Fuck, man, you're so much bigger in person than you look on your Instagram."
That always happens.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'm buying you fucking dinner.
I was doing so I got them ready for her. I was like, there's a stairs, two levels in Adelaide. So I had to go down the stairs like, classic, up in the pump-up room, let's go. We need you in 10 minutes on the stage.
Yeah.
And I'd get them all coming out there and she'd line them up.
Yeah. I did that in Queensland, and it's cool. It was a different role.
Yeah.
But again, like super cool because you can choose what energy's back there in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, be pedant, it'd just be fucking like, oh God, we need to go. Or like you just walk around the room and go, cool, your bikini. You go, hey guys, in about 10 minutes I'm gonna call out. Come meet me at the door and I'll walk into the pump up room.
Yeah.
And in 10 minutes' time, when you go, right, number 124, 125, they all get up and start coming ready.
Yeah.
And that. And yeah, you can choose, you can keep them so much calmer and
Yeah.
relaxed and yeah, enjoy that process instead of laying there all day doing nothing. Then someone yelling at you, fucking go, 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 we gotta fucking go. And then you're back in the pub up room shitting your pants. And then, like you say, we bump into that many first timers who are actually really scared about walking on stage. You know, to
Yeah.
have that be a calm experience and go, oh, this is pretty cool. This is, yeah, I'm not as scared anymore. You're like, fuck yeah. It's really, it is a lot of fun, but yeah, with competitors and with the kids,
But that would have been if you had to stay that whole day,
I
because you only
did.
did the men's show, didn't you?
Yeah, and I set up all the chairs and everything. So I was there at 5:30 in the morning. I left at 7:30 at night.
That is a fucking long
Yeah,
day.
Yeah, that hurt.
If you're in prep with
Yeah,
kids.
that hurt.
That hurt the next day, yeah, because
Yeah.
my fucking back hurt the next day after standing at the state show all day.
That whole trip, I was up at like 4 in the morning to drive to Brisbane, fly down to Melbourne, got the driver. I went straight to the Airbnb, threw my bag in the fridge, went back to the driver. He took me to Reggio, and I went to Reggio, seen Michaela, trained, got back, had a shower, walked to Michaela's hotel room, had a look at her, got back, cooked dinner, and I was asleep by about 10:30 at night. Then I was up at 4 in the morning to cook brekkie and be at the venue by 5:30 in the morning. There till 7:30, showered, ate dinner, relaxed. I was in bed by about 11, and I was up at 4 in the morning again to be back at the airport by 5:30.
Yeah.
So, and then flew straight home. So that whole 3 days just fucked me up.
Yeah, we did it
Not,
for
not,
like
the, not,
a day and a half.
the,
I was
not the
like,
best choice while you're in prep.
Yeah, honestly, the prep thing didn't bother me.
yeah, I don't think it was. I don't
Maybe
think
if I was
like-
deeper, maybe if I was 6 weeks out, all right. But at this point, I'm literally normal as fuck.
Yeah.
But off season you could have been like, fuck, I'll grab a coffee and a fucking, it's easy to grab food.
Oh, off season,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even flown my meal prep down. I would have
Yeah.
just bought a dinner, got a steak, fucking oysters. The second night, I would have got something.
We walk into the show in the morning, right? We're stuffing our face with the Connell Street Bakery donuts.
and the coffee.
And the competitors are like, fuck, what the fuck?
Cunts. I've seen coaches do that back in the room, the waiting room, and the coaches are sitting with their team, and the coaches are eating like ham and cheese croissants and donuts. And I'm like, oh, dude, you need to change how you fucking behave in front of your athletes, man.
Yeah.
Leave that for after the show, or walk to the fucking shit house and eat a donut sitting on the toilet. Fucking
Yeah.
don't eat in front of your competitors. All right, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, I'll leave it to it. Go get dinner, eh? Yeah, dinner time.
Dinner time. Cook for the kids.
All right, take care.
Okay.